Hi everyone, so welcome to another fashion related video. I felt like it had been a long time since I had made one. So I made and filmed 10 different outfits that are sort of goth or alternative, and that I made with only 10 pieces, tops and bottoms and shoes. So that doesn't include outerwear or layering stuff and accessories. And this 10-10 challenge is very common, and has been common among minimalist fashion kind of channels. But I feel like minimalist fashion channels are usually, I guess, standard or really I don't want to say mainstream, but they usually have that sort of like neutrals, like white, beige colorway, and they generally will have things that are easy to style all together and stuff that I feel is just not necessarily that interesting. And I feel like it would be cool to have more channels that have alternative clothing and also talk about minimalist fashion, or about having less pieces and doing more with the stuff that you already have. So 10 pieces that I'm going to use for this challenge, I'm going to insert film, images, videos of them, the pieces and the outfits. And the first one that I'm going to talk about, or that I want to mention, is a top by Anna House, which is a Hong Kong-based Lolita brand, but they have, of course, some sort of Victorian-esque or vintage or period, I guess, looking tops that are, of course, often used or worn for Lolita, and especially Gothic Lolita, in black, of course. And this one has a bunch of lace and has this really pretty Peter Pan color with also lace, and a bunch of little beautiful details that I think are so pretty. Now, I do feel like the quality of that blouse isn't as great as it could be, and a house is fairly cheap. The buttons kind of get undone by themselves, or maybe I got the wrong size, I don't know, but either way, it's sort of a polyester kind of material, so it's not the best. But I've owned this blouse for probably 8 years or so, if not more. I would say it's been probably 8 years. Since I've owned this blouse, and of course I don't wear it that regularly, but it has stayed in pretty good condition. The next top is a just normal, I guess, very regular white button-down shirt, and I wore this actually quite a lot, but mostly to wear it under sweaters, jumpers, as they call it in the UK, I think. I like to wear this under black sweaters the most, because I feel like that just really gives a nice formal look that is also somewhat alternative, or gives a bit of a feel of alternative, depending on what sweater you have over it. And it's really just a very nice basic piece to have. And next one is a black turtleneck. I really like turtlenecks. I own two, but this is the one that I'm going to show you is more of a sweater type of one, but of course you can just wear it as a top. And those are so great for winter, because since they're kind of a thicker material, you can wear a sort of thermal, I think they're called a thermal top, or one of those tops that you wear on winter under your regular clothes to have more layers, so that you can be warmer. And it's very nice because, of course, with a lot of tops, they aren't able to fully cover the thermal. This one, of course, being a turtleneck, it does cover it. Next thing is this top. This is my Clan of Cymox top. I especially like this album. This is the Medusa album cover. I like a lot of their stuff, but I think Medusa is one of their most iconic ones, I would say. And I like the fact that goth tops usually are just black and white, so they're easier really to pair, I would say, than some metal ones that usually are much more colorful. My bottoms are this black midi skirt that I got from Go Trendier. I haven't been mentioning where I got them from, but I will have a list down below anyway, on the description box. So this black midi skirt, I got it from Go Trendier, which is a sort of like Poshmark, I think it's called, or Poshmark, or Depop or something like that, but for Mexico. And I feel like this skirt just goes with anything, and of course it gives a more severe look to things, but I like that look a lot sometimes. Another skirt that I have, they're really all skirts, by the way, all the bottoms in this list. The other one that I have is a tartan gray with white and red skirt. and it's wool, and it's one of those really nice skirts that I think are just so great and so well made, because they have that feature where you wrap them around yourself and you fasten them with buttons, and that makes them so easy to not just to put on, but also like if you want to change the size just a little bit, it's very easy to just change the position of the buttons. Even if you don't have a lot of sewing experience, you can do that most likely on your own. Another skirt is a very, very long, almost to the ankles, I would say, black skirt that is pleated. The previous one is also pleated, but this one is also wool, I think, even, and wool is great for the winter too. And I know that winter is pretty much almost over by this point, but I feel like these are also pretty cool to transition to spring. It's pretty cold still here. Even during most of spring, it's pretty cold here. Next one is a red velvet skirt, and I really, really love this one. It's so easy to wear and pair with things. The only thing is that usually these velvet skirts have they really attract lint, so every time you wash them it's basically the same. I feel like even if you have them in a laundry mesh bag, they still get lint, but you know, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. This one is kind of cheap as well. This one I got from H&M a while ago. Again, it's probably as old as the Anna House blouse. The last thing for the pieces themselves are the shoes, and I just have my very standard shoes that are the black flats that have a sort of T-strap, Mary Jane looking, and they're flats, but they're pretty much flats. They have a little bit of a heel. And I also have these sort of vintage looking, or you know, Oxford shoes that are black and white, and they are pretty nice for some outfits where you do have a little bit of white going on, or you have some other colors going on. But you also want to give them a little bit of a vintage look. The outfits that I made with these ones are, first of all, one that is almost fully black with the Victorian, quote-unquote, top from Anna House, the long black midi skirt, and the, Oxford black and white shoes. And these same earrings. Next one is the same top, but I'm wearing the red velvet skirt, and also in the flats, just to have it a bit more casual. You know, the skirt I feel also already makes it casual, and the flats help that as well. And I also wore that with a black sweater, just a simple black sweater to help make it a little bit warmer. The third one is the black turtleneck top, and then I added a, what are those called, strap top, just to layer something more interesting. I liked wearing that a lot with the red velvet skirt, because the colors are very similar, but it is a print, so of course that makes it a bit more interesting to look at. And also I can wear that with a black cropped jacket. I also wore that black turtleneck top with the pleated, what is it called, the tartan skirt. It goes to the knees as well, the tartan skirt, I didn't mention that, with the flats, and I like to wear that. Sometimes I like to wear the turtleneck with a very long necklace. I've tried to look up, ways to wear different necklaces with different necklines, and most people do say that a longer necklace, a very, very long necklace like this, is best suited for a turtleneck. Another way that I wore the turtleneck was with the black skirt, pleated skirt, and I feel like that is a bit of a severe look. Because by itself it would be fully black, almost completely black, and I'm fine with that, but I do feel like I want to make my outfits a bit more interesting, because the colors and the cuts themselves are a bit more simple and casual, if you will. So I do like to add more interest to the outfit by adding gray or some white and stuff like that, because some outfits that are fully black, I feel like the cuts and the textures are interesting enough to keep it like a very cool black outfit, but sometimes it just looks a bit too simple. Next one is the white button-down shirt, but I'm wearing a cardigan that has a sort of, not a print, but a sort of cutout lace in the front part of it. And I also wear that with the red velvet skirt and the Oxford shoes. And then the same shirt again with just a regular black sweater and the plaid or tartan skirt. Then the band shirt that I'm wearing, I paired with a long black pleated skirt, and then the flats, and then again this shirt with a red velvet skirt with the flats and the crop jacket. This is possibly the most casual outfit out of them. And the last one is this same t-shirt again, but with the midi skirt, the black midi skirt and the crop jacket and the flats. This is possibly the most like simple black outfit out of all of them. So I hope you found them interesting, these outfits, and that they inspired you to wear your clothes many different other ways. And I am planning to actually make a 50s inspired video with outfits from a character from the 80s movie La Bamba. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have 10 outfits for that one, but you know, I think it will be cool anyway. I'm really excited for that one. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.